ABA, banking, just a QR code. Cambodia is ahead of the UK and always so apologetic if they make a mistake. Mate, I feel safer walking in Cambodia than I do in London. The UK mentality nearly killed me, man. So expensive, everyone's stressed. Cold winter grey mornings. Mate, there's times where I had no money in my pocket, mate. And I've never been so much happier, even though I had $1 to my name every day. You know, you wake up and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good day. Oh, mate, I've had my struggles in Cambodia. The language, Khmer is hard, man. They are taking so slow. Like, what are they doing? I remember looking at my watch going, Khmer women are the most beautiful people, and I know that I'm gonna marry a Khmer girl. I know she'll be Khmer. I know I'll have a Khmer family. I know I'll have Khmer kids.
Meet Nico from the UK, known for his unique TikTok content about Cambodia. Today he shared his reason for choosing Cambodia over the UK, his sense of safety here, the cost of living, and why life is so much better in Cambodia. What are the pros and cons living in Cambodia?
Pros of living in Cambodia is the people, number one. That's my main thing. I've been to countries where it was nice, but it was different to what I was used to, but it had the best people. And that's what made the country. And then I've been to countries with the biggest buildings in the world, and the people were horrible. So it wasn't on my list because I didn't have the greatest experience in other countries. So number one, the pros of living in Cambodia is Khmer people, top for me. Probably the stuff that we take, ABA, banking, just a QR code, so easy. Like you just scan it, you just go. In the UK, mate, you need a card machine and then needs tapping a pen. It's so effective. If you think about it, Cambodia is ahead of the UK. Because not only that, another pro is probably their food delivery service, Grab. You order food outside that, mate. It's amazing. In the UK, it'd take like an hour and a half and it would cost you £25. But here, so quick. And everyone's always so lovely when they deliver your food. And always so apologetic if they make a mistake. You know, I ordered food one time and my Grab driver didn't bring one of the drinks. I said, oh, you're missing the drink. I was like, I'll still pay for the other drink just in case he gets in trouble. I didn't want him in trouble. So I paid for both drinks. And 4 hours later, he called me. And he was like, bro, I'm outside with your drink. He drove all the way back. It was like an hour away. Like in the UK, they'd be like, forget about the drink. He drove all the way back. I gave it to him on the tip. I'm like, stay hydrated, mate. And keep doing what you're doing. And you know what? The pros outweigh the cons. Because the cons are just everyday challenges people may feel. You know, sometimes you feel lonely, but that's normal wherever you move in the world. If I was in Vietnam, I'd still feel the same if I'd felt lonely or not. Another con is probably it does take a while to get stuff urbanized here as a foreigner. Like, once you adjust to the speed of things, it becomes a pro. But at the start, it's a con. You know? And probably another thing will probably be accessibility. At the moment, the flights to the UK, we have to get the connecting to Bangkok. There's no direct flight to the UK from Phnom Penh. If there's direct flight, I'd go visit the family, and it'd be cheaper too. But there's so many pros, it outweighs the cons.
If I may ask, why do you prefer Cambodia to UK?
Reason why I prefer it is because, you know, in the UK, everything's a competition, mate. It's like, I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a Ferrari, and a mate will one up you and get a Lamborghini. It's always a competition. Everyone wants more once they get what they want. The UK mentality nearly killed me, man. How negative they are. They don't smile because they're miserable, because of the weather, and it's so expensive. Everyone's stressed. Words can't express, mate, how I feel waking up in the morning, speaking to a tuk-tuk driver, or speaking to the shop, to people, and the place, of course. When I came to Cambodia, mate, everyone is so content. They're happy because that's all they need. If you go to UK, oh, I need you know what, my new phone's getting old, I need another phone. As soon as it comes out, oh, you know what, my car's getting a little rusty, I'll trade in my old car and get the newest Lamborghini or the newest Porsche or Range Rover. But here, you can just be content and no one will judge you, man. Everyone will love you just the way you are. That's what I love about Cambodia.
Is there any story behind you moving to Cambodia?
I had a lot. So at school, I spoke to a lot of people, and I grew up in Ireland, and then my family moved me to Brighton in England. And when I moved to Brighton, there's a big Asian community there, and all my friends were from Thailand actually, and I've flown with them for a holiday to Thailand when I was turning 18 years old. And I ended up coming through to Cambodia and ended up just falling in love with that, man. Like, it was the first place where I went, you know what? This could be my home, you know, one day. And now it is.
Being in Cambodia for 2 years off and on, what is it life like here in Cambodia?
Now, mate, like before I'd left Cambodia before, mate, there's times where I had no money in my pocket, mate. I had no money at some point. And money to get plain rice and ketchup. And that's what I ate for 2 months to stay in Cambodia. Because at one point I was running low. And I've never been so much happier. Even though I had $1 to my name every day. Less. I've never been so much happier. Went back to the UK, money came in. But there's no happiness also. Where was the people? Where was the beautiful weather? Where was the great food? Wasn't there. Money can't buy happiness. That's what I learned.
What is the most favorite thing that you love about Cambodia, about living in Cambodia?
You know what? I'll never get tired of the mornings, man. The mornings when you wake up, especially in Phnom Penh, you'll see the street food being prepared, and everyone will smile. And you know, you wake up and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good day. In the UK, mate, cold winter grey mornings, not the one. I think will always be something I'm eternally grateful for, because it's a good way to start my day. You know, it's a good way to be.
Oh, that's great. You know, in as much as you love Cambodia, you praise Cambodia, you enjoy all your moment here in Cambodia. Like one of my friends normally say that it cannot be always rainbows and sunshines.
For sure.
Yeah. So what is do you have a kind of struggles or challenges?
Oh, mate, I've had my struggles in Cambodia, to be fair, you know, like, I feel like some days I wake up and be like, oh, you know what? I miss my mum, I miss my dad. What am I doing here? But then I realize where I am and what I'm building, and then I feel better. Or some days I'll get some food, I'll be like, you know what, I miss my mum's cooking. You know, there's nothing like your mum's cooking.
Yeah.
Or there's nothing like going out for a beer with your dad. At my age in England, my friends are having kids, are getting married. they're graduating and there'll be like a big graduation party and I'm not gonna go because I'm here. You know, so it was hard watching everyone move on without me, you know?
I think that is kind of your personal kind of struggle or challenges. Do you have any like life in Cambodia here that makes you feel you have a little bit challenges here?
The language, Khmer is hard, man. Sometimes it is hard. Then I'm trying my best to learn Khmer. I'm not good at it yet. But some days I do just feel like, some days are tough,
Yeah,
you know? I'm sure you felt the same sometimes.
yeah, bro. It's everywhere. So everyone feel the same now. Like you said, the language.
Yeah,
Language also, it can be some struggle. Sometimes you want to express yourself, you cannot.
yeah.
Sometimes you need something, you cannot. So sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, man, it is.
Do you eat Western food here or you eat Cambodian food?
I eat Khmer food, man. I do love Khmer food, but on a Friday night, I'll treat myself to like a KFC to remind me of home. I get some chicken, some mashed potato, some French fries, a big Coca-Cola, and that'll be my Friday night dinner. Any other day of the week, all I eat is Khmer food. Chicken fried rice, the soy sauce, man. I eat that every day. I love it.
What is your favorite Khmer food?
Probably beef lock. I do like it. Or fish amok.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Like, I'm not a picky eater, so I eat most Cambodian foods. But chicken fried rice, with soy sauce, and a beef lock on the side. That's my go-to.
Beef look is my favorite. You see.
Really?
I think most of the people I interview, they love beef look.
Yeah, man.
Most of them beef look.
It's my
Fish amok, yeah, they love it. Do you have any struggles adjusting to the system here? You know, the life in the UK is not the same. The system, the culture there in UK is not the same as here. Coming here, your first time coming to Cambodia, do you face any struggles adjusting to the system, the culture here?
You know what? I remember when I first had my first challenge of coming to Cambodia, and I walked into a 7-Eleven. I got a ham and cheese toasty, and I got a drink, and I go up to the cashier, and there's a big long line. I was the first time. I was only in Cambodia for a week. I'm like, they are taking so slow. Like, what are they doing? I remember looking at my watch going, this is like 10 minutes. And she served 4 customers. And then I was like, hold on. You're the one rushing. Because in the UK it's so rush.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just how it goes. Everyone's at a nice pace here. There's no rush. I remember getting like so annoyed for no reason. I was like, hold on a minute, I'm the issue here. Not her, not the other customers, me. I was getting bent out of shape for no reason. That's one of the challenges I face. Getting adjusted to speed of things. And then I was like, you know what? Perfect. After that first experience I had, I realized, you know what? So much nicer the way it's so much slower pace instead of everyone running around.
So what made you to move to Siem Reap?
Siem Reap, I mostly moved there to be closer to the countryside, you know, near Battambang.
Yeah.
And I can explore the back caves, and I can drive a motorbike there, man. I can drive in Phnom Penh, but scares me, man. I crashed before and said, oh, no more driving for me. But the Siem Reap was such and calm driving. So I like waking up in the morning, going for a drive, getting my own stuff from the shop. But I did also love Phnom Penh because of the community. It was a very tight community for expats. Same with Siem Reap. It's a lot bigger in Phnom Penh.
So what do you like the most about Siem Reap?
It's nice and quiet, but then again, it actually taken me some getting used to. And I love the way that it has such a wide variety of different foods. Like so many good Khmer restaurants. And there's so many different ones to try. There's crocodile burgers. You know, there's a different vibe to it compared to Phnom Penh. But Phnom Penh was a perfect beginner guide to Cambodia. Like, this is Cambodia, you know? So it was great to learn the life, try and get my Khmer better.
Would you still prefer Siem Reap to Phnom Penh?
It depends what you're looking for, in my opinion. If you're a new expat and you're moving,
Yeah.
I would say move to Phnom Penh to start off with. Meet your people. If you're going to be teaching, for example, meet other people that have the same interests as you, or going somewhere as you. Siem Reap, if you're a little countryside person in the UK or anywhere else, I'd say move to Siem Reap so you don't get homesick. It's just like pros and cons of each of what you're looking for. You right?
How often do you travel around Cambodia?
Well, I've just got done a pretty big travel, and my goal was to hit every major city. I go quite often. I'm in Phnom Penh every weekend, mostly, for business. And I've been to Battambang a couple times. Kampot for the water slides, mate. And Koh Rong a couple times. I've done most of Cambodia, and Kaip, like you were saying earlier, beautiful, man. Why leave when I have it all here?
Bro, this expression is like, it's making me happy somehow. I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy, but I feel good the way, express yourself about.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah. Is there any special moment? It could be, I don't know, it could be bad, it could be good. Is there any moment here in Cambodia that you can never get rid of? You can never forget about?
Oh, yeah, I think my biggest moment was going to the airport. I packed everything up. I was getting ready to leave Cambodia, and I was quite upset, and I was waiting at the arrival gate. And I remember just going through my phone, just looking at all my time in Cambodia. And this girl was sitting next to me, and she was half Khmer, half Canadian. And she goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't want to leave." And then I told her, I was going to UK for a bit. And she looked me in the eyes, she goes, "I've done this plenty of times, but how lucky are you having to say goodbye to something which is so hard? You have all these memories.
Yeah.
How lucky are you?" And I always think that. And there'll be times where I'll be driving, or I'll look out in the tuk-tuk, and every day I'll have a pinch me moment. But how do you see it? I'm in Cambodia. I made it back. It's beautiful, man.
How about nightlife here?
Nightlife is crazy, mate. It's crazy. Mate, I've been everywhere. Like Hub Street, in Siem Reap, Phnom Penh Riverside, Phnom Penh Night Market. Mate, it's those $1 beers. When you take the tab off, you win. They're a killer. That's what gets you.
What is it like dating Khmer girl?
You know what? They're the sweetest soul. Generally, off the top of my heart, they are. Like, man, I remember I was feeling really sick, and she would go get me medicine on her motorbike. She'd come back to bring me soup. She'd put a cold pad on my head. She's kind of like, "Oh, you rest up, baby." No UK girl would do that. They'd be like, "Come on, you're going out. You're fine." But there is that culture line that you have to learn and you respect. But Khmer women are the most beautiful people, and I know that I'm gonna marry a Khmer girl. I know she'll be Khmer. I know I'll have a Khmer family. I know I'll have Khmer kids. I just need to get better at Khmer.
Yeah, bro. Wow, bro, you've already planned your future here. I love it. I love it. What are the misconceptions about Cambodia?
You know what? I always meet people at a hostel. And I'll be like, oh, so what's your route? They'll be like, okay, so we're doing Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, and then flying to Bali. I'm like, hold on, you're missing Cambodia. I feel like the reason why people skip Cambodia is because it's not portrayed on social media. That's what's beautiful about it. I think it's nice. Yeah, I'd love more tourism. I'd love more people to come to Cambodia. But when people come, they really appreciate it. They really get an authentic experience. If you walk down that road, you won't see many backpackers. If you walk down the road in Koh Sam Road in Bangkok, everywhere. But when they do come to Cambodia, they have such an authentic experience. I remember someone told me, oh, don't bother going, like, they'll steal your wallet, you'll get pickpocketed, it's not safe. I said, well, I found out for myself. And mate, I went, and there's pickpocketing in every country. Barcelona is the biggest place for pickpocketing, for example.
Yeah.
But I've been pickpocketed in Vietnam, Thailand, and Philippines. I've never been pickpocketed here. So it happens everywhere. So if it did happen, so what? It happens in all countries. It's just because that one person got pickpocketed, they're gonna say it's not safe.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, how safe do you think Cambodia is?
Mate, I feel safer walking in Cambodia than I do in London or Brighton. I'd feel safer being dropped off in a car with a blindfold and thrown out the car and walk home and find my way home than being in London. That's how safe it is. There's been times I've lost my phone because I had too much to drink or lost my bag. I always got home in my bed just fine. Because of people. Truck drivers help me. People walking help me. You know? I feel so much safer here than I do in my hometown. It's kind of strange. Because when I go home, I go, alright, I'll just walk to the shops. I'll be like, oh, this is not Cambodia, that's it. In Cambodia, I can leave at 3 a.m., walk to the shop and walk back. And I'm fine.
True.
That's how safe it is.
True.
Every country has their bad parts.
True, bro. So normally I usually ask people these questions, like compulsory question, to all the guests that I have. Do you think Cambodians are friendly? I know you've said a lot. But of course, yeah, compulsory question. Do you think Cambodians are friendly?
Yeah, my favorite nationality, man. It's Cambodians and Nepali. Nepalese are my two favorite nationalities. From my experience, the most friendly people in the world. Khmer and Nepal. Those are my top two most friendly countries in the world.
What is expensive in Cambodia here that you never expected to be expensive?
Oh, ketchup, man. Heinz ketchup and baked beans. In the can, Heinz baked beans are like $5.
Yeah.
Anything from UK, tea bags, it's expensive. Kind of shocks me because they're $1 back home. But they're expensive here because of import tax.
Yeah, because mostly they import.
Yeah.
They do the import, yeah. Would you say that the cost of living here is a little bit high?
No, not bad at all.
Compared to Phnom Penh,
Yeah.
same rate.
Siem's cheaper living, I find, than Phnom Penh.
Well, lastly, what message do you have for Cambodians?
I love you guys. I love you, Cambodia. And if you have seen me on your screen and I say this is why I love Cambodia, I generally mean it. It's not just some guy behind the screen. It's me. I love it. Thank you for everything.
This is why I love
Cambodia.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no, brother.
I appreciate it.
Pleasure to be on the
I
podcast.
appreciate this time.